Hi there, I am Helen and I am here to talk today about the free 5-day LinkedIn Sprint Challenge. I'm sure you will have seen me posting about my 5-day challenges. We have had over 30,000 participants over the last 5 years. We've run many challenges, including many back-to-back during lockdown. It's been a cornerstone of my business. It allows me to help many thousands of people for free really understand how to go and get leads from LinkedIn and how to get leads from LinkedIn coming to them rather than them doing outbound, prospecting on LinkedIn. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the challenge because I know if you follow me, you'll have seen me post about it, but you might not know exactly what's going on in there. So I thought I'd explain a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, it's the ultimate 5-day challenge. It's absolutely flagship for me and my business. We've run them from very small groups of people to very big groups of people and everything in between. And they are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to deliver. They're a lot of fun to be a part of. So I believe they're not absolutely for everyone, but the majority of the feedback that I get is that it's absolutely brilliant and a game changer for the business with real light bulb moments in there. So I want to talk a little bit about what it's in there. Okay, so what happens inside the challenge? Now, I don't actually talk too much about what's in there because it's fun to make it, a big reveal. But, loosely, these are the things that we cover and these are the things that happen. So when you sign up to join the challenge, you will get put on the wait list for the next one that's coming along. You can then ask to join the pop-up group, which is full of other business owners or will be filled with other business owners. And you are held basically until it's time for the next challenge to go. So if you've recently registered for the challenge, you've not been let in the group yet, don't worry, we haven't forgot about you. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of you sat waiting for us to let everybody in, which happens on the weekend before. So we always start the challenge on a Monday, and on the weekend before, we start the party. We basically let everybody in, let everyone get to know each other, let everyone introduce themselves. And this is a really strong opportunity for business networking with other like-minded individuals. You can't directly pitch in there, but it just makes sense if you're going into a group of thousands of other entrepreneurs, business owners, and you're allowed to introduce yourself. There is always a chance, and we have seen this happen many times, that your ideal client might be sat there. They want to get business for themselves, but they might see you and think, oh yeah, they really solve the problem that I've got. So it's number one, before the challenge even starts, there's a huge opportunity. I know plenty of businesses have been passed inside of my challenge groups, and that's great. And I know that business partnerships and business friendships have been formed within the challenge, including one girl who met another girl who they went on to start a business, which is now multiple 7 figures together, which is very exciting. Okay, so the weekend before we start the party, we let everyone in. I normally do a live at some point over the weekend, just saying hello, welcoming everybody in and getting everyone ready for the week ahead. And then in the week, we have a task every morning, drops around 6 a.m. You'll get that sent to you by email. You'll get it sent to you by Facebook Messenger. And it'll also be posted in the group. So there's 3 ways that you can get the task, but it's every morning, bright and early, to give you a chance to not only read about the task, but to do the task and implement. So it's all about learning and implement. You get the task, you do the thing. Yeah, you post in the group and it just holds you accountable for the whole week. So the task every morning, 6 a.m. We have task threads inside the Facebook group so things can be kept, very siloed onto each task. We're learning and we're implementing as we go, and each task builds on the next one. So it's a step-by-step process that is very much tried and tested, well worn, I would say. We've done this, like I say, with thousands of entrepreneurs, and the process works, but you do have to, as we say, trust the process and go through that process. So it's really powerful in terms of learning. There's not a massive amounts, there's not hours of videos to watch. They're short and simple. There's a written version, there's a video version, and there's usually some kind of workbook as well. So however you like to learn, we've got you covered. Okay, so there's a Q&A thread that gets posted every afternoon. I think it's about 3 o'clock. And you will get a notification to say, if you've got any questions so far with the work we've done so far, come and post on there. My ambassadors are in the group, so they're in there supporting, answering questions, giving feedback. We don't guarantee feedback, but we do our best to get to everybody. So the earlier you put your stuff in, the more chance you've got of having an ambassador look at it. They are volunteers. They are doing it out of the goodness of their hearts because they love the work. So we don't guarantee that, but we do have as many people as we can on board as ambassadors in each challenge so we can get to as many people as possible. And then I feel like the most important bit, obviously, because it's me and my ego knows no bounds, is Live with Wine. So Live with Wine happens every evening. We are quite disciplined now. We do start around about 5 and we do close around about 6 in the old days. And if you've been on a challenge, you might remember these days, I would do Q&A for hours and I would drink lots of wine and it was a lot of fun. But now we are a bit more disciplined, but we do start at 5 o'clock in the evening. It is streamed, it's done live, it's either live in the group or streamed into the group, and it will remain in the group for the whole week. So if you can't make 5 till 6 because we can't please everyone, you can catch up. We do it quite early in the evening, so you've got a chance later on to catch up, ready for the next day. I will answer pretty much any question in that Live with Wine. Nothing's really off limits. It can be a lot of fun. We can talk about loads of different things. I've got no idea what we're going to cover until we're in and we're doing it live. It's very exciting for me. It's a lot of fun for me. It's where I feel like I'm at my best in terms of the way I am delivering, advice and support and encouragement and all of that good stuff. We do have a loose kind of vibe because we're trying to keep with the tasks, but basically anything can happen. I don't know what's going to happen, so you definitely won't know what's going to happen. The things that we cover as well as doing the tasks is we talk about things like the mindset of LinkedIn and getting in the right space energetically and, seeing the opportunity for what it is, which is, 100K plus worth of business sat on the table. We just need to go and get it. Talk about value, joy, profit. So my value, joy, profit triangle methodology, we talk about that quite a bit in there as well. Niching and having a focus, always a super hot topic. Ideal client avatar, again, it's massive, but we get it all. We do our best to cover what we can in there, my specific way of doing it. We do talk a bit about your offer and we bring it all together in a LinkedIn headline, which happens on the Wednesday. So Wednesday is headline day and it is chaos. And then also on the Wednesday, I tell my personal story as well. And we open up the mastermind for people to buy who so wish to do so. We also we talk about searching and adding ideal clients. I do some demonstrations of looking for specific niches and specific types of clients. So do that live. You can do over the shoulder on the Thursday. We talk about engagement on LinkedIn, why it's important, why it's not, how to do it proactively, how to make it work for you. And finally, on the Friday, we talk about what to post. It's content day. Again, a lot of fun, and we get it done. That's the important thing in the challenge. So it is quite fast and furious. You do need to kind of stay focused in the group and keep up. You need to put aside maybe half an hour to an hour a day to really give it your all and just commit to doing it. And make sure you get to the lives, or at least watch the lives back as soon as you can. That's how I would say to get the best out of the challenge. So if that's what you're going to give to the challenge, what is the challenge going to give to you? Now, at the end of the challenge, at the end of the 5 days, you are going to understand how LinkedIn works best, in my opinion. Other opinions are available. And you're going to know that your ideal clients are on there. I should be giving you enough for you to understand that your ideal clients are absolutely on there. I've never met somebody who hasn't got ideal clients on LinkedIn. You'll see how it will work for your business. So it's not just about theory, it's about practical strategies, and you will know exactly if you do these things, you're going to get a result and you'll feel really confident with that. You'll have access to my tried and trusted strategy. You'll have the whole thing. Obviously there's more inside my paid programs, but this is such a lot that we give away for free because we really want people to get a result and go and take action. Ultimately, those people, if they can't afford to join my program now, will come back and join it when they can. So it's in our interest to empower as many people en masse as possible to go and make a difference with that LinkedIn lead gen. So you'll have that strategy. We don't really miss anything out. You'll know the 3 things to do each day. So you have a very clear thing, tick boxes. Have I done these 3 things each day? So it's really going to help you have a focus and not get overwhelmed about all the new things, because my stuff's all about making it super simple. And we really showcase that in the challenge. You'll have a realistic expectation on the results. I will state as many times as is needed inside the challenge and outside of the challenge, this is not a quick fix. This is not a magic bullet. but you will at least have a realistic expectation of the results if you take the action and you're consistent. You'll know what to post. You'll certainly have a guide on what to post. If not, you won't leave the 5 days being a content expert, because I'm not a content expert, so I'm not going to be able to help you, but I will give you a really good steer on the types of content to put out there. You will also, and this is the biggest gift, I think, you'll not be worrying about advanced tactics or all the tiny little nuances of LinkedIn. That's the amateur stuff, really, because it's the basics that people really can't go wrong with. And when people do the basics and they're consistent, this works. I'm going to teach you how to strip all of that stuff that you've probably read, seen, or heard about LinkedIn away and really focus on making it into a lead generating machine for you. You'll know if you need premium or Sales Navigator, and if you don't need it, you'll be able to get rid of it, so you could save some money there. You'll know if you need to spend time, money, energy thinking about things like groups, automation software, being in a LinkedIn pod, etc. We'll clear all of that stuff up for you. We'll give you the strategy to do each day for maximum impact, and that's quite important. Minimum, time spent to get the maximum return on that time invested on LinkedIn. It's not going to cost you any money, so let's get the most out of it for the time we've got. You're going to feel supported in your business. A lot of people give that feedback that they're feeling quite isolated and alone. And the challenge really made them feel part of something, and to feel supported in their business and to have made new friends and contacts and sometimes even sales, like I said, but really start to build that network of those like-minded people, which is so, so powerful when you're an entrepreneur. And you can feel very lonely and isolated, especially now with, this kind of world that we live in where we spend a lot of time behind our screens. You will have had a fun experience, depending what fun means to you, but you will have had some fun, I would have thought. You should feel a lot less overwhelmed with your strategy on LinkedIn, and also have a plan that works on all of the other platforms as well. And again, that's a lot of the feedback that we get. It's like, this stuff works no matter what or no matter where. So really powerful. I've been in marketing a long time, so I teach the basics, not the advanced stuff. So who's the challenge for? Is this going to work for your business? So the challenge is perfect for you if you have a B2B business, a B2C business, or a local business, an online business, and you're a new business or you're an established business been going for generations. Still going to work for you. It's going to make a big shift in your experience on LinkedIn. If you're a coach, you've got a coaching business. If you're a freelancer, if you're a new freelancer, or you've been a freelancer for absolutely generations, this is still going to work for you. The challenge is for you if you're introverted, if you're extroverted, if you sell high ticket, if you sell low ticket, if you're a high level consultant, if you're a business that has in-house sales teams, and if you're a business that definitely doesn't have an in-house sales team, it's still for you. It's for you if you're a corporate business. I've trained corporate businesses all over the world in this stuff, and it absolutely works. If you're a big business and a small business, if you're new or you're old, it's for you if you've been on LinkedIn forever, and it's definitely for you if you've never been on LinkedIn and you don't know what you're doing at all. It's for you if you love it, and it's for you if you hate it. If you're creative, if you're spiritual, if you're strategic, people who want to make more money, it's for you. If you want to make more money, let me help you go and get the money that's sat on the table on LinkedIn. I'm going to help you no matter who you are and what your business is. I've never met somebody I can't help, so let's test me out. Ask me if you think it's not for you. So who's it not for? Like I say, it isn't for everybody. I do run it like quite a tight ship. It's not designed for negotiation and feedback and and all that kind of stuff. It's designed as a process that we go through that we know works for the majority of people. Not everybody, but the majority of people really love it and they enjoy it, so we stick with that. But it's not for you if you're looking for a magic answer, or if you're looking for, you need to make, get rich super quick. It's not gonna do that. It could potentially, but I'm definitely not gonna say it's for you. It's not a get rich quick thing. It's not some magic button at all. It's not for you if you don't like being part of something, because that's where the magic happens. The people who want to throw themselves into it and support the people, as well as getting loads out of it and doing stuff for themselves. The more you throw into the challenge, the more you get out of it. Definitely. I know the people who are going to get the most out of it from almost the first moment I see how they interact in the group. It makes a huge difference. Please don't join if you love to complain or moan or just generally negative and you want to look for the badness in everything. It's not perfect. We're not perfect. We're all human beings. We've all got our own stuff going on. we're a small team delivering a big experience. So it's not always perfect, but feedback's fine. But just generally being negative and just complaining about stuff is just not, it's just not our vibe, really. Same as if you just don't want to follow the process. If you think you know better, if you think your way is better than my way, this is not the challenge for you. It is my house, it is my rules. We do things my way. Even if you feel resistance is normal. But if you think you're already a LinkedIn expert and you don't want to follow my process, this is not going to be for you. It's not going to be a fun experience for either of us. If you want the moon on a stick, it's a free challenge. There's no refunds. We're giving as much as we can give away in the time that we have, in the expertise that we've got. And it's a free challenge for you. It's not for me. It costs me tens of thousands of pounds to put on a challenge of this size, and I've got a team of people to deliver it. And it's a great business, marketing thing for me. Of course it is, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But ultimately it's done so I can help more people for free. So there's a percentage of people who do go on to buy my paid program, and those are the people who are kind of paying it forward for more people to be able to come into the challenge completely free, no obligation. We will ask you to buy, of course we will. If you get offended by me asking you to buy my program, halfway through to the end of the 5-day challenge, this isn't for you either. You're just going to come and take from it what you want. But yeah, if you don't like me, or you don't like the way I work, or you don't like making money, then it's definitely not for you. I don't think that's many of you. So what people say, these are just 3 that I picked off the landing page. We've got about 4,000 testimonials. But like Paul says here, broke through my fears, got some new connections, ideal clients reaching out to me. It's what we all want. That's the big outcome, isn't it? I had people contact me saying they felt inspired by most posts. I learned so much. Had fun, love surprising 10 people with a recommendation. That's part of our Spread the Love challenge. I have a feeling the business wins are on their way. Thank you. So there you go. I mean, this is what it's all about. Sarah did the challenge on a Wednesday, and had someone express an interest in my business on Thursday, and I made loads of new connections too, which is fab. Joanne, this is very common. Really enjoyed that I managed to demystify it and made it much less complicated. I think that's really important. Feeling like I can just get on and do it, and I don't have to spend weeks thinking and planning my strategy. Yeah, it's very much about getting on and doing, and just relaxing into the process, believing you know better than I do. See how Joanne's dream, and just taking action instead of analysis paralysis. A headline I'm happy for people to see. That's what I'm talking about. A headline to be proud of, and some practical tasks to start on right away every day, starting now. So I love that from Joanne. I think that really sums up the ethos of the challenge. It's about making things simple, but getting you to do things, and knowing that resistance to the simple stuff is normal. And we're very highly trained and experienced in helping people through that resistance, as long as you let us help you. So it's all good fun. I'm very excited about the next challenge because I just don't know who's going to join, which is great. So if you are thinking about it and you want to join, this is it. You go to helenpritchardonline.com. Pretty much the first thing you'll see is to join the next challenge. So it's helenpritchardonline.com. You click on, if you go to that website, you will be led through a process of joining the challenge, and then from there on in, it should give you the access that you need. Like I say, it puts you in a holding area. Even when you've asked to join the Facebook group, it puts you in a holding area, because we only open the group and we only let everybody in when it's the weekend before the challenge. So hopefully that was useful. Okay, hopefully that was useful. Thank you. Yes, I am very excited to see you in the challenge, and hopefully some of you will have already been in the challenge. So let me know in the comments below your challenge story, how you found out about me, how you found your challenge, your first to the 5th challenge, or how many you've done, and how it's helped you in your business. Always useful to hear other people's experiences. And if you've never done a challenge, this is the sign you've been waiting for. Come and jump in. Honestly, you've got absolutely nothing to lose, but you've got all to gain. And all I ask is your time and attention, and we will do the rest. So I'll see you in the next challenge.